Hi, I'm Sarah, and you're watching Xstreem. Tonight, another major standoff is shaking Capitol Hill as House Speaker Mike Johnson scrambles to unite a divided Republican Party behind President Donald Trump's signature budget and tax proposal. The bill, touted by Trump as his big, beautiful bill, is facing fierce resistance from conservative Republicans in the House, who say the proposed spending cuts just don't go far enough. Tensions flared earlier today when President Trump summoned members of the conservative House Freedom Caucus to the White House. The closed-door meeting, reportedly contentious, did little to move hardliners. Congressman Chip Roy of Texas, a vocal opponent of the bill, made his stance clear before and after the meeting. "I'm tired of the fake math in the swamp," he said, later reaffirming, "I'm still a no." At the heart of the conflict is a fundamental disagreement between House and Senate Republicans. The Senate passed its version of the budget framework over the weekend, but House conservatives are demanding deeper cuts, up to $2 trillion over the next decade. The Senate plan only guarantees $4 billion in cuts for now, with Republican senators promising more reductions to come, a promise that House members say they simply don't trust. Let's take a look at this clip.
Important. It follows common sense, and the American people are with us. Democrats, I predict, will not be, and they're going to have to answer for that. Let me talk about reconciliation. You heard a lot about this. This is the mechanism that we have to advance the Trump agenda in a big way and deliver results to the American people, all those who voted for these big changes. And this week, we're working in the House to advance the Senate's amendment to our budget resolution, as you know. Just to recount this, we've been working on this for over a year. We started this process well before most of the people in this room agreed with us that we would have this moment of unified government where we would have Republican majorities in the House and Senate, and of course the White House as well. And so we started that process. I want to make 4 important points about the Senate's amendment to our House resolution. Number 1, the budget resolution is not the law. Okay, all this does is it allows us to continue the process, begin drafting the actual legislation that really counts, and that's the one big beautiful bill. Number 2, the Senate amendment makes no changes to the reconciliation instructions that we put into the budget resolution. So our objectives remain intact. Number 3, any final reconciliation bill has to include historic spending reductions that we included in our resolution, while also safeguarding essential programs. And you've heard a commitment from us over and over that will happen, and the president has said it himself over and over as well. The 4th point is that reconciliation will be a collaborative process between the House and Senate. You're going to see the Republican Party in both chambers working together as one team. I know that's a rare occasion and people don't really know what that looks like, but we're actually going to do it this time. The House is not going to participate in an us versus them charade. We won't do it. To secure and accomplish our mission, we got to be working together and rowing in the same direction. And I'm fiercely committed to doing that, and so is Leader Thune and our members on both sides. Passing this amendment just allows us to get off the sidelines and get on the field and start this game. It's the kickoff, so to speak, with one of my football metaphors, and we got to get this done. Republicans have an historic, once-in-a-generation opportunity to deliver relief to hardworking families and set our country back on the path of prosperity.
Speaker Johnson, under intense pressure to deliver results before lawmakers leave for a 2-week recess, said earlier today, "We've got to get this done." He's fighting to protect the Trump-era tax breaks, worth roughly $4.5 trillion, that are set to expire at year's end. Democrats are united in opposition, calling the bill a massive giveaway to the wealthy at the expense of vital programs like Medicaid and food assistance. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries even challenged Speaker Johnson to a public debate on the budget, writing in a letter and posting on social media, mano a mano. The American people deserve to know the truth. Meanwhile, President Trump doubled down during a speech at a Republican fundraising event Tuesday night. "One little thing the Republican Party has to do is get together and damn vote," he said. "Close your eyes and get there. It's a phenomenal bill. Stop grandstanding." But those remarks haven't swayed many House conservatives. Lawmakers like Representative Scott Perry and Representative Eric Burleson are standing firm, saying the current proposal fails to address the growing federal deficit. Burleson told reporters, "I couldn't sleep at night if I was part of exacerbating the federal deficit." Adding to the drama, GOP senators like Susan Collins and Josh Hawley crossed party lines during the overnight session to support amendments protecting Medicaid from cuts, though none of those changes were adopted. With dozens of Republicans still withholding their support and time running out, Speaker Johnson is far from the vote count he needs to pass the bill. While some lawmakers suggest accepting the Senate's version for now, others refuse to move forward without concrete assurances of deeper cuts. The path ahead remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the Republican Party is wrestling with its own identity on spending and governance, and the outcome of this debate could shape the future of federal policy for years to come. Stay tuned to Xstreem as we continue to follow this high-stakes political battle from Washington. I'm Sarah. More news after the break.